the Chicago Bears drop from the first NFC playoff position down to number 7, and more importantly, lose a rivalry game to the Green Bay Packers. While it was a loss, and there are no such thing as moral victories, this loss just feels different. Let's talk about it today on Sports Chicago Style. Sports Chicago Style for me and you. Hello, welcome one and all to Sports Chicago Style. Please like the video if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. Now, this loss to Green Bay, it's a loss. It hurts you in the standings, but it just feels like this team, the Chicago Bears team, fought after a very lackluster start from the offense. They basically went 0 for the first half. The defense battled, still gave up big plays, due to matchups and the play calling because of necessity. Now, the fight that this team showed still on, with the offense getting it in gear in the second half and putting together a much better half, until that last play. Got to execute on that, then it goes into a tie or go for two. Who knows? But we will never know because it didn't happen. But the defense also was a sieve again and unable to get off the field when it counted or make, an important stop when it counted. But the fight, the attitude, it just feels like there's a change in the atmosphere, or as the kids say, the aura that is coming out of that Bears locker room. And it's one of positivity, learning, and growth, as opposed to just bitterness and lack of direction. This is totally a heart-wrenching loss because of the fact that it was a self-induced, with the penalties, with the turnovers. So with the slow start, with the poor execution on special teams. So it was a team loss, but there were those positive moments and those flashes that bode well for the future. And that is why, it feels a little bit different to me. How does it feel different to you? Please do share in the comments, but let's go to the panel and see how it feels to them. Coach Tripping, start us off, please. Thank you, Triple R. Right. This team has been a victim of its own success. As we've seen the flashes, as we've seen the productivity on both sides of the ball and the special teams, right? And it all has come together with these series of victories. But then, in this Green Bay game, the offense refuses to play the first damn half. What the hell's that about? This team needs to start and finish from beginning to end. And that has yet to happen in any phase of the game. That includes play calling. Run the damn ball. We understand, right, that Ben Johnson, he likes to do his razzle-dazzle and get fancy with it, right, and get deceptive. Understood. But please, when you have running backs, right, that run hard and knock the helmets off of linebackers, you feed them and you dishearten that defense and you get them out of breath like you did in the second half. But you got to do that from the beginning and not give away games with penalties and drops and missed passes. And why the hell is the receiving corps still not on the same page with the scrambling quarterback? Jesus. And the defensive line, same story, different week, cannot get constant pressure. And so you have to blitz. And what happens when you blitz? You leave your secondary susceptible, especially when your secondary is next man up. That is not their forte, and they were exposed. But no matter, this game was still winnable, right? The heart, the determination, and the fight in this team is palpable, and they will need to recover quickly. They want to make the playoffs. They want a good seed. They need to keep battling. They need the experience. Damn it! Chef, please.
Thank you, Coach. Yes, this game was disappointing, but we can see how the Big Ben Big Johnson will get back the winning ways after this adversity. This is all part of the maturation process, and it is how they continue forward as a team that will tell a lot. Now, considering that the Green Bay Packers, fuck them, were all in on the Super Bowl, and we see how this Bears team just coming together for their first season and still without a defense for the most part, are still battling with the best of the league. So the future looks a bit brighter. But now for this week's Coach Tripp's Donkeys of the Week.
Chef Tripp's Donkey of the Week. These have been Chef Tripp's Donkeys of the Week.
Yes, there are no donkeys, as on the offense, on the defense, and on the special teams, they were all mistakes and there was all bad and not better or best at all. So it was a team loss. So the donkey in particular does not fit. And now, spoiler alert, let's go into the standouts of the week from Chef Tripp's, me.
Chef Tripp's Standouts of the Week. These have been Chef Tripp's Standout of the Week.
That's right. The spoiler was that there's the same as the donkeys, that there are no standouts. There were some players that played hard, but there were no standouts. So hopefully in the next game against the Browns, that there will be standouts. So we will see what happens next. Tripp, go ahead.
Bro, thanks, Chef. Bro, I just have responsibility because I don't wear my wool shirt for the victory and the Dubs, and so we got to take the L, bro. And but like in the name, growing pains, bro, and like maybe a little hot wax and maybe a little pinch of the nipple, you know. But we ain't no masochists, bro. And it's like the development of Gizmo, he's right there, bro. And it's like on that last play to Baby Babe, it was just seeing it sooner or a little like better pass it, and then we FGB and bro, and I don't know, but it sucks that Spidey, he went out before the game. He's hurt again, bro. I mean he's basically done for the season. And JJ is coming back, and it was like, yeah, we're gonna get help in the secondary. But bro, JJ was like making business decisions. He ain't want to make no tackles. He was out of place. But he's rusty, bro. I mean, just give it like a couple weeks, hopefully. And CD Deuce, and I mean, he got burnt. That's not his thing. He's not a coverage guy. So keep him in the box. Other than that, he's toast, bro. And it was good that the defense did get another turnover, but but still, like, other than Sweat, ain't nobody else in the defensive line getting no pressure, bro. Where you at, Big Dax? Where you at, bro? And so, and offense, whatever TF they're doing or not doing with DJ Moore is goddamn criminal, bro. DJ's too much of a warrior to be out there wasted. I don't. Rebound game, though. It's all good. Go ahead, Triple R. Go ahead, Triple R. Fuck! It was right there. Right there. Thanks, Trip. Thank you, Chef. Thanks, Coach. Yeah, disappointing, but recoverable. As we all know, the rematch in 2 weeks in our house at Soldier Field. But before that game, Cleveland comes to town with sack phenomenon Myles Garrett and rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders. And it's going to be a cold one out there on the lakefront, like below zero wind chills and all that fun winter stuff. So we hope that this Bears team, can get it together and refocus and get back in the winning ways. Because the games are getting short. You know, tick-tock. Got to get those W's. Please be sure to make sure you are subscribed here with us, as we will have the Cleveland pregame out, and so you will be notified of that. Also, make sure that you do check any previous videos that you may have missed. As speaking of videos, we all have individual contributions to the content, if you will. And Coach Tripping and Trip, they have Trip Kundo, TRIPPKUNEDO. That's the @ symbol here on YouTube. Give them a follow for the self-defense and mobility exercise training videos and practice that they're doing over there. And Chef Trips at Chef Trips for his healthier recipe alternative diet kind of thing to make things a bit healthier but still very tasty. We appreciate all your support, and you can find us on the Ko-fi and the Patreon under Sports Chicago Style, as well as the QR codes on your screen. Oh, and Sports Chicago Style, also the website. All right, thanks for all your support, and thanks for watching. And until we see you next time, bear down.
Bear down, everybody. Bear